and breathe. Wow, what a game. If you're seeing this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. If you're seeing this on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, make sure you follow us. And yeah, let's get into it. What a beautiful game of football. Palmeiras versus Chelsea, quarterfinals of the 2025 Club World Cup. And we're doing a match review. Thankfully we won. Thankfully we won. So it's a good match review. And let's get into it. So when the starting lineup came out initially, so as we all know, of course, Caicedo had an injury, a suspension from the last game. So he was going to miss this game, which was already going to be a critical miss for us. And Lavia got injured this week. So that means our starting pivot of Caicedo and Lavia were both going to be unavailable, right? So it was already looking shaky in midfield. Everybody was predicting a Reece James and Enzo pivots, right? Even which I thought that was what would happen. And yeah, that's what the starting lineup was. But somehow, Reece James got into the training. So it had to be a debut of the new boy, Andre Santos. So it was Andre Santos and Enzo in the midfield, right? Neto, Pedro Neto, Palma, Nkunku, and Delap up front. And yeah, that was the starting lineup. And to be fair, I was optimistic and I was hopeful because I was like, okay, yes, Andre Santos, there has been a lot of clamor for him to start, for him to finally get a chance. Let's see what he's going to do. He's been thrown into the fire. He's been thrown into the deep end. Let's see how we can handle it, to be honest. And yeah, I was happy to see Enzo in a slightly deeper role. I think some of his qualities can be exploited there when he plays in that midfield rather than being so advanced, right? But yeah, that was the starting lineup, and the game started. Now the first 10 minutes of that match were actually breathless. And to be fair, that's how the whole match was. Very high intensity. That match was like I was sitting down and watching the match and I was feeling it. Like honestly, that match was very, very intense. I think we started very well. And we just needed to score the goal. And I'm happy that unlike the Benfica match, this time we're able to get the goal early in the first half, right? And it was the best player in the world, Cole Palmer. What a goal. Like, what an amazing goal. Like, the commentator said it. He said he lets the ball do the work. Jesus Christ. No, that goal was too crazy. Like, he got the ball from Chaluba. Beautiful pass from Chaluba, by the way. And just with one or two touches, he had removed at least 2 or 3 defenders. And then he just side-footed it in. Beautiful down into the corner. It was very, very similar to the goal he scored against Fulham. Like, that he shifted it from some defenders, shifted it to his left, and just side-footed it into the corner. It was such a beautiful goal, honestly. And the way I celebrated that goal, because I was like, this is the Palmer that I know. Like, I know that he hasn't been that great, or he has had a bit of a dip before, but I know that the quality is still there. And I was just so happy because that goal just epitomizes everything I love about Palmer. Honestly, such a beautiful goal. Of course, the trademark celebration was back. It's been a while, but yeah, it was back. And the first half, I think Palmer was so good. Honestly, like all the attacks went through him. Like he wasn't playing off the left like he was in the last game. This game was actually playing in the middle, and everything was going through him. Him and Neto were very, very, very good. I think Neto was electric. That's what I'm looking for. Electric in the first half. I think Neto had a very strong first half, and yeah, over the course of the first half, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a good performance. I think we snuffed out Palmeiras well enough. I think Estava was kept quiet in the first half, and I think we did very okay in the first half. Now, I want to talk about Delap, right? And this is not a nice conversation to have. But yeah, I think the lab got a yellow card, meaning he's going to be suspended for the game against Fluminense in the semi-final. But honestly, I think it was ridiculous. And it wasn't the first time. He had like 2, 3, 4 nibbles at it. And a lot of the fouls were needless. Like there was one we're literally pressing them. Like, bro, we're literally pressing them. Why are you giving away a silly foul? Why are you giving away that, like, bro, Enzo was going to win the ball. Enzo won the ball, in fact, but because Delap made that foul, they gave the ball to them, right? And I was just like, bro, he was giving away this. I know, look, I love a striker that is a bully and is physically imposing. I love a striker that gets about, right? I love that. But bro, sometimes you have to use your head now. Like, you can't be doing it when not necessary. And then it was a cheap yellow card to give away, and then of course he's missing the semi-final against Fluminense. And speaking of which, right, honestly, I think that's another thing that needs to be reviewed. I don't know whether it's FIFA or whoever. If you guys are watching this, you guys need to review this yellow card thing, right? Because I know they've even made it better now, because now everything gets cancelled after the quarterfinals. So basically, they don't want a situation where you get the yellow card in the semi-final and miss the final, which is fantastic, which is great, right? But still, if someone gets a yellow card in match they won in the group stage, if they get another yellow card in the quarterfinals, they'll miss the next game. Like, bro, come on, like the gap. They should, I don't know, they should narrow it down to group stage. Maybe 2 yellow cards in group stage, then you miss the next game or something. After group stage, it restarts from round of 16 and quarterfinals or something. Honestly, I don't. That's 2 yellow cards giving you a suspension, especially in the tournament where you're playing 6, 7, 8 games. Right, I think okay, 6 or 7 games, right? I think honestly it's too much. But yeah, so the lap is going to miss the semi-final against Fluminense. I think Andre Santos, right? I'll speak about his performance. I was very, very impressed. I think he had a good start. This is his first start for Chelsea, and I think he was very, very good. Right? He did the basics well. He didn't make mistakes in possession. He won the ball back when necessary. Of course, it was not Caicedo level, but it was still good enough to fill in the gap, at least temporarily. I think that was a very, very impressive performance. He looked mature. He looked calm. He didn't seem forced by the occasion. Like, he seemed like this is a good, calm, steady performance. And honestly, I was very, very happy. I was very, very happy. It's nice to see that, even if Caicedo is not available, we still have a deputy that can do a job in that midfield. So yeah, good performance from Andre Santos overall. Now, going into the second half, I think second half, Palmeiras were up for it. Honestly, they were up for it. And of course, not too long into the second half, our soon to be, okay, wait, now that Palmeiras is out, I thought that was his last game. So it's basically our player now. Yes, Estavao, our player. Our player scored a goal against us. An amazing, amazing goal, right? Yes. But in my opinion, in my personal opinion, Sanchez should be playing better. Sanchez should not be getting beaten at his near post that easily. I don't know why. I think he was trying to come out to maybe snuff out the cross, but he just cut him out and then he scored. I'm like, bro, he's an amazing goal. Like, it was a great finish. But I would expect your keeper to save that. And I was very, very disappointed in the keeper for not saving that, to be honest. I think Sanchez could have saved that goal if it was actually at his near post, or if he anticipated it. But yeah, great finish by Estavao. I don't think Estavao had the greatest of games, because I think, bro, Cucurella was on him. Like, bro, Cucurella don't want to give him breathing space. Like, Cucurella don't even care that or more. This guy is coming to play with us in a few weeks or in a few months. Cucurella was just following. The time that Cucurella tracked him from the left wing, followed him up to the right wing. From right wing to the left wing. But yeah, honestly, I think he didn't have the greatest performance, but I mean, he's still 18 or 19. He's still growing, and he's going to, get better with time, right? But great finish for him, great goal for him. Then after the goal, we brought on Joao Pedro and Noni Madueke. Noni is even being linked with a move away from Arsenal, right? But in the 30 minutes or so that they played, Joao Pedro, that debut, I am very, very, very moved. And this is a signing that, I was not against the signing. This is a signing I liked, and I saw the need because of the depth. And, we're going to be playing so many games. But honestly, that Joao Pedro cameo was so good. The way he was dropping into the space, the way he was linking up with Noni and Enzo on that left-hand side, the way he was carrying the ball, the way he was confident. Like, it didn't even seem like this is his debut. It didn't even seem like he's shy or he's scared or anything. He was, carrying the ball. He was trying to either make a chance or take a shot by himself. Like, was very, very confident, very, very, and he seemed fit. I heard that he had a bit of an injury towards the end of the season, but he seemed very, very fit, seemed very, very sharp, and like, I was very, very impressed by his cameo. He was really dropping deep. It was giving me the glimpses. Honestly, I was like, okay. So even if the lap is not firing, Joao Pedro can slot in there and do a job. Okay. But yeah, good performance from Joao Pedro. And then eventually we kept pressing once we came 1, we kept pressing to try and get a goal. And by hook or by crook, it was literally by hook or by crook that we got that goal. Gusto cross, it was deflected in. Very, very jammy, very, very messy, very, very scattered goal, right? But we take those, honestly, we take those. In knockout competition, you take your win and you run away. And it's a comfortable 2-1 win for Maresca's Blues. Good performance, good win. And the semi-final will be playing Fluminense. Will be playing against one of our former centre backs, Thiago Silva, who is an inspiration into the world of football, to be honest. And yeah, hopefully we win. Hopefully there's a match review after that. But yeah, honestly, good performance. I am so happy. I'm so happy that I stayed up and we actually won. Honestly, because if I stayed up and we lost, I'd have crashed out. But yeah, good performance. Again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.